G'day YouTube, welcome to another episode of the Friday Vape Club. As always, your host Squidly Tris, back for another hardware review for you. Today we are looking at the MRN Mods Monster. This is a dual 21700 parallel mod that you can convert into a tube, like a stacked series tube. This thing is a fucking monstrosity. I want to say a huge thank you to my mate Haynes for sending this my way for a review. You are the fucking man. Check out Haynes, he's an awesome dude. I wasn't gonna buy it, so he sent it to me. What a legend. Innovation, hashtag Friday Night Zoom. That's just for you, Haynes. We'll dive down the table, we'll take a quick look around this thing. I am not going to dismantle it, and I will explain that in the videos. But yeah, I'm not gonna dismantle it. I'm gonna run it in the parallel box that it is right now. Then we're gonna take a look at the box and all the little contents and everything that it comes with. Then we'll jump back up top. We'll do the pros, cons, price, if I would recommend it. So stick around, watch the video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to smash that like button. And let's roll that intro. Alright guys, and here we have a closer look at that MRN Monster. It should probably be called the Monstrosity, because look at this fucking thing. What do you think? So this thing is a dual parallel 21700 box mod that it does all come apart, and you can turn it into a series stacked tube. So it's got all this sort of functionality, and you get all these bits with it, and you can take it apart. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to refer you to the video here, or go and look up All Day Vapes, because he has done a video on how to take it all apart. I'm not going to do that because I really can't be fucked. It's just so fucking intricate. There's so many other different pieces. Now let's take a look around this fucking thing, shall we? So it is 92.5 millimeters tall. It is 63.5 millimeters across, and 69 up here, and 63 down here. And it is 36 millimeters in diameter across here. So you can see there's all different types of metal on this fucking thing. You've got brass here, you've got ultim or black ultim here. These side pieces are aluminium, and then underneath you do have copper battery screws and all the copper internals. So up the top here, this is your serial number. So this is number 45. Here is your copper 510 pin. Now this thing being 36 millimeters will easily accommodate a 30 millimeter atomizer. You just got to make sure that it doesn't sort of contact around here. You've got these ultim pieces here, this black ultim. This side here's got a little engraving on it. Then you've got these aluminium tubes, this beautiful pattern on it. Like I will say, it is very, very nicely put together. It's just gaudy as fuck. And then underneath, you've got your copper battery screws, which are very, very smooth. Now, that is not how this fucking thing came. The guy who lent this to me, Haynes, thank you very much, has informed me that he had to do a lot of work to get these threads just as smooth as they are, which is pretty disappointing from such a high-end Filipino mod maker like MRN. You can see inside these tubes, it's very, very clean. And then down there, you've got some battery protection, and you've got copper internal. So that's going to touch the positive end of your batteries. So at the moment it's configured in parallel. So your two batteries, you put them in the same way. It doesn't matter whether it's up or down, but I'm going to go positive side up. And that's how you run it. The benefits of running batteries in parallel means that you're using pretty much 1.5 times the amperage, the battery rating. So it means you can build sort of a little bit lower. I'm not going to chuck a stupid build in this, but we can chuck a 0.1 pretty safely. Vapcell 21700 in like so. Screw it down. I've got 2 batteries in here now and there is no battery rattle. So that's a quick look at the outside of this thing. This fire button up here, really nice, really responsive, a really short throw. Look at that. Very, very nice. I'll give you one more look at this thing. Let's take a look at the packaging that this thing comes with. Here's your box. That's all you get. Nothing on it, just a box. Inside the box, you do get another hybrid top section. So this is for when you run it in a stacked tube. You need to screw this into one of those alley tubes. So that forms your hybrid connection up top. And these are all the spare parts that you get from turning this thing into a stacked series tube from the dual parallel that it is in at the moment. Now I'm not going to convert it because I'm very haphazard and these things are kind of like Ultim or Delrin. Either way, I can see myself having stripped one of these, getting it stuck, getting it caught, and then having to fork out a huge amount of money to replace these parts. So like I said, if you want to see how that conversion goes, I will link the video in the description where my mate All Day Vapes, he converted this from the parallel into the stacked. So go and watch that, go and give him a sub as well while you're at it. So yeah, there are all those spare parts. All right, the MRN Mods Monster. Let's jump back up top. Let's see how this fucking thing vapes, and then we'll do the pros, cons, the price, which will leave you fucking speechless, and whether I think it's worth a purchase or not. Let's get into it. All right, here we go. So we're gonna take a toot on this MRN Monster. I have got my Bonza in here. I've got a set of 0.1 coils. Can't remember who, I think they're Cloud Revolutions, but they might be something else. Anyway, I've got a 0.1 build in here. I've got some 21700 Vapcells on the inside. I've got some of my favorite juice from Sticky Fingers. Let's take it for a fucking rip, shall we? This thing hits hard. I will say that. All right, so you can see that it does work. So let's get into some pros and cons for this thing. Pro is the looks. I mean, it does look good. It is fucking heavy, it's fucking solid, a lot of brass, you've got copper internals, you've got this aluminium, you've got Ultim. It's like a lot. There's a lot of expensive metals in this. Other pro, the fire button. I do love the fire button. It's very clicky, it's very responsive. It is a fucking great button. I do like the detonator style on top. That is kind of cool. Other pros for me are the fact that it's a dual parallel 21700 box mod. I fucking love that. Very hard to find a dual parallel 21700 box mod unless you want to spend a lot of money on it. And I do love me dual parallels. Another pro for me is just how versatile this thing is. Being able to change it from a dual parallel box mod into a series stacked is pretty fucking cool in my opinion. I do dig that. Now, this thing is not without its cons. One con is, and you can't really tell from the videos, Haynes has told me he did a lot of work with this, but there were issues with machining. So when he got it, there were like burrs and threads and he had to really clean it up. And that's not what you would expect from a high-end Filipino mod maker like MRN. And another con is that this thing is fucking dangerous. I'm gonna cut to a video now of a mate of mine, Anthony, who's got one of these and just show you the arcing that happens with the top cap and the button, all right?
All right, this is how not to use your monster. Okay? As long as you don't touch your switch and your top cap, you're good to go.
So that's fucking scary. There's some fucking issues with this thing. And yeah, it fucking scares me a little bit. I don't really like using it so much. Apart from it being fucking dangerous, it's actually really nice to use. Very nice to use. It does pack a punch. So, let's get into the price. This thing, it's gonna fucking blow your mind at how expensive this fucking thing is. This thing will set you back in the US $450.
$450.
That's 630 bucks Australian. 630 bucks for something that's a fucking ticking time bomb and could blow your face off at any minute. That's living. That, you know, you spent your money wisely when you spent 630 bucks on a fucking bomb. So would I recommend this? Absolutely not. Don't waste your money. Don't waste your money at all. Invest that 600 bucks elsewhere. Go and spend 130 bucks on a mod and then bank $500 or put it towards, you know, tits for your missus or something. I don't know. Just don't go and buy one, all right? That's all I've got for you today. Well, if you do want to watch that video of Dave, I'm going to put a little card up here somewhere. It will be over here or it'll be here, somewhere up here. But there'll be a link to All Dave Vapes where All Dave Vapes pulled this apart and put it back together. I'm too lazy. I don't want to fuck up any of the little extra bits that it came with, their Delrin or Ultim or something like that, and it'll be plasticky and it'll thread, and I'm a fucking dumb cunt when it comes to shit like that, so that's why I didn't do it. I just kept it like this. I could use it, could review it, and I'm going to ship it back to him. Having your bomb back, Haynes. It's being sent back to you. That's all I've got time for you guys today. I really hope you enjoyed it. Like always, please like, please share, please subscribe, and remember YouTube, keep it cloudy. I've still got my face. That's always a pro.